Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon with Tales Fire and Smoke. Go birds, fly eagles fly. Welcome back to my kitchen. You can see I'm pretty excited about us making it to the Super Bowl last night. So to celebrate, we're gonna make up some good food on our meal prep. Today I'm doing a surf and turf meal prep. As far as the surf is concerned, I'm using some ahi tuna steaks. Each one of these is a 4-ounce portion. For the turf part, I'm using these petite tender beef fillets. Actually got these at Aldi. They were half off, so that's a good thing. So only paid about $5 a piece for these. Each one is about 1.5 pounds. So what I want to do, I'm just going to open them up and I'm going to cut these into bite-sized pieces so we can make steak bites. We'll have our ahi tuna. And then for our veggie that I'm going to put in there, we're going to be doing up some our grilled asparagus as well. Going to be cooking everything on my Blackstone indoor electric griddle, electric griddle. Got a little red onion, a little red bell pepper, and it's going to be super simple. Keep the seasonings really simple. Everything's going to turn out good, and we're going to eat well. So you all stay tuned. Let's get this prep done real quick, and we'll get to cooking. See you guys back in a minute. All right, guys. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and prep our asparagus. Now this is the simple part. What I like to do, just open up our asparagus from the bottom. Try to line it up as best as you can. I like to go up about 1.5 inches or so on the asparagus, maybe 2 inches. Cut those stems off, and then I'm going to throw them in a colander like that. We'll go wash those off and set those to the side. These will be the last thing that we cook. Being that it's a meal prep, it doesn't really matter if everything is hot at the same time, but this would be the last thing we do. So it's pretty much simple. Cut the bottoms off if you want to do it by hand. If you just go ahead and you can snap your asparagus, and wherever it snaps, that lets you know where the fibrous part is gone or where it's at, so you won't have to worry about chewing and chewing and chewing. But I like to just go up, cut, and keep on rolling. All right, so let's go ahead and get our little steak prepped. Now this, I typically am not a fan of pre-seasoned or pre-flavored meat. However, these are an exception. This is cracked black pepper. That's the seasoning that's on here. It has a nice peppery, garlicky flavor to it, and it's really good. So if you were to get any, I recommend these. Otherwise, kind of stay away because the sodium a lot of times is very high on these. So again, all I'm going to do, I just want to cut these into bites or chunks. We're going to keep this, I'm not going to season them with anything other than the seasoning that was already on it. And I just want to, cut them into maybe 1 inch by 1.5 inch bites. And we're just going to sear these bad boys off on our Blackstone. I'm not going to, my objective is not to use a lot of oil. Being that the indoor griddle is already non-stick and very non-stick. Maybe a little bit of spray is all I have to do. But that's basically it with that, guys. Real simple here. Not much going on to it. I'm gonna cut up the next one, put our peppers and onions together. We'll move this to the side, and then when I'll season up my tuna and we'll get cooking. All right, so again, here's our steak all cut up with our bell pepper and onion. And here are our tuna steaks. Again, keeping it really simple. The only thing I'm going to season these with, I'm using Uncle Chris's Gourmet Fish Seasoning by Fiesta brand. If you've never tried this, try it. It's got your salt, your pepper, your zest, and your citrus in there. Really good, especially on stuff like tuna, salmon, pretty much any kind of fish that you're searing or grilling. This stuff will fit the bill. So we're just going to give it a nice little coat on each side. And after we're done getting this all seasoned up, I'm going to get that griddle going. Get it turned up on about a medium high, and we're going to get this stuff seared off. Looking for a nice medium on our steak bites, and as well as a medium to medium rare on our tuna. You don't want to overcook it, so you're looking at about a 3-minute cook on your tuna, 1.5 minutes per side, and we'll be going from there. So let me get that heated up and we'll get to cooking, guys. See you guys back in a moment. All right, guys, so the griddle is heating up. I'm going to take it to 400 to 425. Cook everything off. This is super non-stick, so just a little bit of spray and then we're going to get to cooking. All right, and this is probably not necessary, but I just want to put a little bit down just to be on the safe side. What we're looking for here is just a nice little sear on all 4 sides. Cook it to the temperature that you like your steak. You like a well done, unfortunately, cook it to well done. If you like a nice medium to medium rare, do just that. The cooking temperature or cooking time is based solely on your steak temperature preference. I like medium, so that's what we're going to be shooting for. All right, family, so we're just giving everything a good little turn. Everything is looking good and smelling amazing. All right, now you can see we got some nice sear on each side of the steak. I did go ahead and move my peppers and onions to the front. It's a little cooler in the front than it is in the back. And these bites are just about done. So all I'm going to do now is get ready to pull these bad boys off. This griddle is super easy to clean up. All you got to do is take a nice wet rag and wash it down real good, and you'll be ready to go for the next thing. As you can see in the back there as well, I do put a little piece of foil over the drain there. That way I don't lose any pieces of my steak or peppers in the back. All right, so we're just going to pull everything off, set it to the side, and get prepared to do our tuna steaks. I love meal prepping now. Sometimes it seems like it can be daunting depending on what you're making. However, once you get done with all your meal prep, then you don't have to worry about having great meals, the next day and the day after that. Saves a ton of money, and these meals are not only good for you, but they're delicious as well. I highly recommend it. And doing a high protein, low carb bowl like this is super satisfying. It'll fill you up. It'll hold you for the better portion of the day. It's going to keep you fueled up, and your body will start burning off fat as opposed to burning off carbs when you eat high protein, low carb diets. All right, so I've got the griddle all wiped down. You can see it looks good as new. And all I'm going to do now is just put these steaks down directly on this griddle. Just to get a nice sear on each side. Again, we're looking at 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes on each side. We do not want this tuna to overcook, because you got to remember too, once you warm it up in the microwave, it will cook a little bit as well. So you don't want it to be dried out by the time you get ready to eat it. All right, guys, so we're going to give this tuna a nice little flip. You can see it has a nice, beautiful color on it, a nice sear. That's what we're looking for right here. Everything is looking amazing. For the thicker pieces, if you want, you can kind of sear off the sides a little bit as well. But these are perfect. They're cooking the way we want. And we're doing what we want to do. Nice, simple, and delicious. Just look at that. All right, guys, so it's about time to pull these off. You can see now, you see how that nice little pink layer on the inside, nice and warm. It's perfectly cooked. Now for the little thicker pieces, if you want, you could just sear off the sides a little bit. It's totally preference, but these are ready to pull off and ready to be put to the side in order to go ahead and start our meal prepping. All we have left to do now is sear off our asparagus, and then we'll be ready to put everything together. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so it's time to do this asparagus. Now, I didn't bother wiping it down this time. It wasn't very much residue left. I did put down a little bit of avocado oil to help sear off our asparagus. And all we're going to do is just keep it really simple here. We're just going to lay our asparagus down. We're going to season it with some vegetable and fried seasoning and a little bit of garlic and lemon pepper. That's all we're going to hit it with. That has a nice little amount of sodium, but not too much, just enough to give you a good flavor on these vegetables. And we've had them going a few minutes. You can see now when you cook asparagus, it begins to turn a bright color green like we see going on here. And that's what you want to have happen before you go ahead and flip it over. Also, when you're cooking asparagus, you do not want to overcook asparagus. That's the reason why I believe a lot of people don't like asparagus, because they just simply overcook it and make it mushy or slimy. If you cook it right and cook it to a nice al dente, it always has a nice little texture and snap to it, and it tastes so good. So just make sure not to overcook your asparagus. You don't want to undercook it, but cooking it to a nice al dente is what you want to do. So once you get that everything seasoned, give everything a nice little toss. Make sure that everything is mixed together really well. It doesn't take very long at all. Then we'll be ready to pull this asparagus off, put it to the side, and begin to build our plates. And just bringing it on off. Everything is looking amazing. And I'm really excited about this meal prep, and I hope you guys are too. All right, so here's our tuna, beautifully seared and cooked. We have our steak bites here with our peppers and onions. And then we have our asparagus. So this is a protein power-packed lunch or dinner, made for meal prep, healthy, delicious, and satisfying. All right, guys, so let's go ahead on and build up our plates. So each portion of this tuna is 4 ounces. So we're going to put in 1 fillet per tray. Kind of get it off to the side some. Then we're going to put in our asparagus, and we're just going to run our asparagus long ways. Sure it gets in there and fits nicely. Asparagus is really, really good for you in this tray. Again, asparagus is really, really good for you. High in fiber, low in carbs, lots of vitamins in it. And fellas, it's good for your vitality as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like asparagus, but I believe a lot of people don't like it because they've really never tried it, one, or they always cook it the wrong way and overcook it. And if you do that with asparagus, then it'll become slimy. But if you cook it just right, that nice like al dente, then it has a nice little crunch or snap to it. And it's like a mix between a green bean and a broccoli as far as I'm concerned, as far as flavor. So between that, broccoli and broccolini, asparagus is probably a spinach as well, my favorite vegetable. All right. So we've got our asparagus, we've got our tuna. Let me grab my scale out. We'll measure out 4 ounces of our steak and we'll be ready to roll. All right, so now we got our scale out. So I'm gonna put a container on top. Make sure you tear it, that way you get your proper weight. And we're just gonna go with 4 ounces of our steak in each bowl. All right, that's a hair over, but that'd be perfectly fine. Let's put our steak down in here as well. Those peppers and onions. And just follow suit with the rest. That's about go. These meals are perfect. You're on the go. You're just trying to have a lifestyle change and, you know, do better, cut back on the fast food and all that kind of stuff. You know, take a day and meal prep. You can meal prep you an amazing dinner or lunch or whatnot. Something that would typically cost you a nice amount of change if you wouldn't have bought it. You can save yourself so much money doing it yourself. All right, guys, so I'm gonna just go ahead and save the rest of this meat and eat that probably for breakfast or something like that. But as you can see, we have our bowls. We have 4 ounces of steak here, peppers and onions, 4 ounces of seared tuna, and then we have a good portion of our asparagus here. You're looking at a meal that's probably 300 to 350 calories. Can't beat it out. It's very, very good for you. High in protein, low in carbs, and high in fiber. High in vitamins. This is the type of meal that you need to keep you going throughout your day. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Until the next time, God bless. We'll check you on the next one.